everybody, it's WB. Tonight I've got the pleasure of doing another unboxing video with you. At the Century Arms International M74, which is an AK74 by Century Arms International once again. Has a number of new US made parts in addition to combining that with some original Bulgarian parts. This is what she looks like. So moving from front to back, you'll notice the AK74 muzzle brake on the front. It does have a cleaning rod. You'll also notice a pretty significantly mismatched furniture set, the buttstock being much lighter than the front handguards, and a significant difference between the lower handguard and the upper handguard. That may be a problem for some buyers, but it was to get something that could refinish the furniture on, so that was not a problem for me. A few other observations. It does have the rail on the side to mount the optics, and it does appear to have a Parkerized finish to it, although the finish does not appear to be terribly strong. It's already marked up in a number of areas with very limited, basically I've just taken this thing out of the box. I haven't even shot it. It does have the standard sling mounts that you expect to see on an AK, one towards the front right here, and one on the buttstock, like so. So moving on to the accessories that came with this, start with this magazine pouch. Military issue surplus, but it is in very good condition, limited wear on it. This was a kind of a significant bonus actually. The ad did not specify what type of magazines, it just said 2 magazines were included with this. I was fully expecting to receive Tapco magazines, but I actually received 2 nice Bulgarian surplus magazines. I actually received, the black one is a Circle 10 magazine, steel reinforced lips. Again, very nice surprise. They actually sent a brown one with a little label there, made in Bulgaria. And this is actually a Circle 21 surplus magazine, so very pleased by that little bonus. Was not expecting that at all, especially at the price point. This one is under $500 plus shipping, so even with the shipping I was below $500 on this, which to me is a pretty reasonable price for what I'm looking at here. In addition to that, it came with, you saw the cleaning rod on the rifle, but it appears to have an additional cleaning rod included. Does have a manual, which is very nice. A lot of safety stuff in here, but it does actually have a diagram of all the parts, and I consider it a bonus to always have one of these whenever possible. In addition to that, we have a surplus, I don't know if you call that olive drab, we have a surplus military issue sling, as well as one of the original oil cans, if you want to call it that. So moving on to the final bonus, which was a big surprise. Again, the actual Bulgarian surplus magazines were a significant surprise to me. I was fully expecting the much cheaper Tapco versions, but one thing that was not even in the advertisement that did ship with this was a bayonet. One of the things that attracted me to this was the fact that it does take the pretty much standard AK furniture, and it does indeed have the bayonet lug attachments. But this one actually shipped with a brand new bayonet. So that I thought was a pretty significant bonus. It didn't mention anything about that in the ad, and it didn't specify the magazine. So I actually feel like I got a couple extra bonuses in this one. So a couple of last little notes to wrap up this unboxing. One thing I didn't mention previously is it does not have a chrome line barrel. So if that's a concern, that would certainly be something you'd want to take into consideration. Again, for under $500, we're in September of 2014, so we're pushing late into 2014, and basically a decent quality AK entry point is hovering around $500. Again, this is one of the few that I've seen for a good bit below that. Again, with shipping, we're looking at about $489 on this one. So again, no chrome barrel. If the furniture is an issue, this is something you would probably consider shying away from, because again, the furniture is really rough on this. If I wasn't looking to refinish it, that might have been more of a problem for me. But again, I was looking for something that I could actually refinish the furniture on, and I will say that there are some options out there for replacement furniture that are not terribly expensive. You can get some polymer handguards in black, Bulgarian manufacturer for around $30 plus shipping. So you know, not completely inexpensive, but again, if the furniture is a problem for you, that's something you might want to take into consideration. There are other options out there that you could either refinish it or replace it for a reasonable price. But again, if you're looking for something that you don't have to do anything to, you might want to take the furniture into consideration on that. The finish as well. I did mention earlier that it appeared to be a Parkerized type finish, but it does not appear to be something that looks like it's going to last a long time. I've had very limited usage on this thing, essentially just taking it out of the box, and it looks like it's already marked up in a few places. One other observation in comparison to some other AK-74s I've seen is the safety on this one is actually very smooth. No force required to push to engage or disengage it. But again, it's not something that's going to come off accidentally. It's not that loose, but it is much looser than some that I'm familiar with, and really no force required. This is ideal.